What up, people? I'll try not to creak my chair as much. I took another take, and this chair, oh, now it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it now. Anyhow, a lot has happened. I think 2 or 3 years have passed since I uploaded something officially. So I thought I would do a highlights reel because it's a new city, it's a new house, new jobs, lots of things have happened. Hurricanes and pandemics and all sorts of stuff. And during that time, we have kayaked and walked trails and biked and skated, and it's all been filmed, just not uploaded to any social media platform. So I thought I would do is I would just kind of catch us up a little bit so that I could start posting again as things happen. I'll do like a little introduction here in the new house. This is the computer room, the office. It's very plain Jane. If plain Jane is it's a bad thing. You know, I like it. I like minimalist stuff. But pretty soon there will be artwork and things like that. Big painting I did, Brittany. So let's get started. So in this first clip, we went to the Jacksonville Baldwin Rail Trail, which is a nice trail. It was an old rail line owned by CSX, the Atlantic Coastal Line, I believe they call it. So fun facts, there you go. And we go a lot, and I filmed it a couple of times, maybe 3 times. I'm just gonna mix up all of these up because I don't really remember when we did them. So, you know, you can bike on it, you can walk on it, run on it, and if you have a horse, you can even take your horse. There's some, what do they call it? Equestrian trails just to the side of the main paved trail. And, you know, a lot of cities do this. They'll take an old line that's an old rail line that's not been used, and they'll turn it into, you know, a park and a trail. I believe there's one. I've been to the one in Atlanta that's really nice, and this one is quite nice as well. A lot of canopy, overhanging trees and whatnot. And if you're on the Jacksonville side, it ends at Baldwin, and Baldwin has like a caboose and a park and a rest area, a place to fill your bike tires up and whatnot, a little plaque that tells you the history. So it's really nice. And so like I said, on this one, I'm gonna mix them. So sometimes you'll see Brittany on her skates, sometimes you'll see Brittany on her bike, Poppy is on their bike occasionally in some of the videos. Sometimes it was just me and Brittany, sometimes it was all 3 of us. So yeah, the Jacksonville Baldwin Rail Trail. Enjoy. Got our bikes, just ate.
Oh, this is how I feel so loose all of a sudden. Maybe it's the weight.
You lost weight.
The weight of the sandwich off my back.
7 miles, you lost weight. We're gonna go back out. We're at 8 miles, and we're going to continue trucking on to Baldwin. Bless you. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. So let's move on to Hanna Park. Brittany and I went to Hanna Park, which is just outside of Jacksonville. Well, it's all Jacksonville. Jacksonville and Duval County, it's the same. It's huge. But it is just south of Mayport. If you've ever been to Mayport and had some Mayport shrimp, delicious. You know, a lot of development up the coast around Jacksonville and St. Augustine. It's so they're, you know, people are trying their best to hold on to, you know, as much nature as they can. So Hanna Park is a nice oasis in all the hustle and bustle of the city life. And there's lots to do. There, of course, there's a beautiful beach there that's protected, and there's lots of places to walk, trails. There's also biking, like mountain biking through paths, and we decided that that's what we were going to do. That was like one of the first things we did when we got to Jacksonville. So we rented a couple of bikes, and we went riding around, and it was a lot of fun. It was exhausting. I'd never done that before. My shoulders and arms doing this. It was quite a workout, and it was hot, and I was pouring down sweat, and I don't think we had enough water or snacks. So it was a lot of fun, though. We had a blast, but boy, were we tired. So here's a little bit of that. So enjoy. Moving on to our third and final act of this here video. Brittany and I went to the Intracoastal Waterway right after Hurricane Dorian came through. So when we first moved to Jacksonville, you know, we had the kayaks. We were kayaking a lot in Tallahassee and outside of Tallahassee. And we were like, let's get out on the water. Let's go to Intracoastal Waterway. It looks fun. It wasn't as fun as we had hoped. One, it was muggy. It was right after the hurricane, and if you've ever been through a hurricane, you know right after the hurricane leaves, it is stiflingly muggy. The humidity is intense, and so the air is just still and gross. It was an interesting day to see all the boats and things washed ashore and things like that, and people fishing off of them like nothing happened. Just like, oh, there's boats in my way. It's my favorite fishing spot. Real quick, the Intracoastal Waterway runs from Boston, is it? It goes all the way down the Atlantic seaboard. It goes around Florida and ends over in Texas, which is pretty cool. That's why you can travel down the coast and kind of be protected from the hazards of the open ocean. Kind of like the Wakulla River, when you get down in Wakulla County, the tides start affecting the river, and I have learned over the years that I will always fight the current no matter what. It's just my luck. And Intracoastal Waterway was no different. We didn't really know how it would affect, the tides would affect. I didn't know which way it would go because, you know, there's just a lot of islands and things. So I didn't know which way, north, south, which way it was going to go. So we get out there and we fought like hell going south, and we fought like hell going north. And it was hot. We were really excited, you know, to get on some water. We really haven't been kayaking a lot in Jacksonville. I know there's actually a lot to do, and I have plans. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but there are some places I have mapped out that hopefully we'll get on and we'll film, and I'll upload them. But until then, this is all we have done kayaking wise in Jacksonville. So it is hot as hell out here, and it's low tide. Saw some fish dancing across the water, a little school of fish. Saw a man fishing with a fish. Did you see that? Thought he caught it, but he didn't. He is trying to catch something bigger. Back me up. Back it up, back it up. My daddy taught me good. Sooner or later, I'm gonna get out here with my crab traps, and I'm gonna catch some blue crabs. I know a fact about that. Is it fun fact time? Blue crab is always in season in Florida. You can tell the difference between a male and a female. You can tell by the underside of the crab, if it's a female or a male. It may be a future video when I catch crabs. I'll show you the difference and show you how to eat them. So good. Until then, I think that'll wrap up fun fact section, because I don't know very many fun facts right now. Fun fact, if I have to pee, I'm just gonna have to hold it. So there we have it. We are now caught up, and we can move on to new and better things. We got kayaking, biking, inline skating, trail walking to come. I got some trails in the Northeast Florida area that I'm excited to show you. So until then, thank you so much for supporting the channel and watching the videos. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. And so keep yourself safe, get out there on those trails with friends and family, and enjoy outside. We'll see you on the next.